Good morning. It's Monday, October the 29th, 2018, and it is my first official day on the Carnivore Diet. I alluded to this in the video I posted yesterday, kind of hinted at it on Instagram as well. Basically, I just want to throw this video up to kind of explain to those that don't know what it is, exactly kind of what this whole carnivore diet is. Basically, it is exactly what it sounds like. The carnivore diet is a diet where you eat majority meat. That's it. You're cutting out all carbs. It's a no carb, no sugars diet. No plants, no veggies, no nothing. So everything that you are ingesting on the carnivore diet or living the carnivore lifestyle, which a lot of people do, is strictly animal-based proteins. Most of that being meat. Let's start there. So a lot of the people that make a lifestyle out of this typically stick to strictly red meat, and that's fine, but in the grand scheme of things, if it ran, jumped, or swam in its life before being part of your local meat market, it's fair game to eat. The one thing to keep in mind is that you do want to eat fattier cuts of meat. That's because since you're cutting out the carbs and the sugars, your body has been used to, like mine, burning off the carbs and the sugars for energy. Whereas now, I'm not taking in the carbs, I'm not taking in the sugars, so my body is turning the fat. My body is using the fat from the meats to burn for energy, which in turn automatically turns on this little machine inside of our bodies to burn fat. So it's not only going to burn the fat from what you're ingesting from the meat, it's going to burn fat that you have already in your body, which is going to essentially give you a leaner, meaner, trim, body. You're gonna burn that fat off. There's so much good for weight loss in this. There's a lot of good in bulking and muscle building as well. And I'll get into some of that in a later video. So essentially, like I said, you want the fattier cuts of meat. Most of your red meat's good. There's lots of fish, lots of seafood that you can eat. To name just a few off the top of my head: salmon, sardines, crab, lobster, oysters, also pork belly, bacon. All you can eat bacon on the carnivore diet. Hello, ding, 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 ding. But then chicken, again, fattier cuts of meat. So you want to stick to things more like wings and thighs, not so much your breasts, unless you're going to leave the skin on, in which case that's a little bit better, but it's still a leaner meat. Other than meat, the majority of everything else is right here. Water. Lots and lots of water. Coffee, you can, a lot of people still, even the people that get pretty serious, there's a lot that still drink coffee, and that's fine as long as you're not using your sweeteners, your sugars, your fancy frilly creamers and stuff like that. A lot of people mix in sweet cream unsalted butter into their coffee, or they mix in just a heavy cream. So your heavy cream is good, butter is good, cheese, hard cheeses are good, and milk is acceptable. There are some, there are some carbs and sugars in milk, but the fact of the matter is that it's still animal sourced. You can take that as you will. That's kind of a cheating deal, but it is what it is. So that's basically a rundown of what you can take in on the carnivore diet. I'll later on I'll put together a few more videos. I'll put together a video talking about the benefits behind the carnivore diet. Now, keep in mind, I do want to make this disclaimer. I'm not a nutritionist. I am not a doctor. I'm simply going off of the extensive research that I have done. I basically have every bit of spare time that I've had, and then some, over the course of the last month, has been dedicated to researching all about this diet. I have read article after article. I have watched videos. I have listened to testimonials. I've listened to interviews, both from people that have done this, also from the scientific side of things, from the medical side of things. So I've got a fairly decent idea about it, and I think more people should know about it. I really do. So I'm going to put out a series of videos in here. Like I said, I'm going to talk about the benefits that people have talked about that have come with this carnivore diet. I'm going to talk about the way that you can go about doing it, the way you can schedule it, how to do it, and also how I am personally doing it and incorporating the carnivore diet along with my weight training. Just trying to bulk up, just trying to get there. Not ripped. Nobody needs all that. Just bigger, stronger, faster. That's what I'm looking for. So hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, hit that little bell, that little notification bell there, so that every time I post up content, you get to know that it's there, and so that you can go watch it. Also, no matter what, today, tomorrow, for the rest of your life, every single day, the one thing you should do is get up, get out, and get shit done. Have a great day. Make some comments below if you know of anything that could help somebody out, or if you've done this before, let us know about it. Let's hear about it. Let's have a conversation about it. Keep it nice, though. Keep it nice. We'll see y'all later.